love to get a few puzzles done and then play some games. Okay, I think it is starting from scratch this time. That's nice. Okay. Looks like my king is okay. Looks like they are white. Most likely. Oh, wow. What was the last? Oh, they're knight, I see. I feel like there should be a mate, but maybe not. Is there anything here? This is so weird. I mean, I would be inclined to push the pawn, but then they could just move a pawn up and the back rank would be free, so that doesn't seem very forcing. I don't see anything here. I might have to just start over or mess it up on purpose, or I don't know what. I mean, the check is, of course, the most forcing. I just don't see anything else after that. I could attack the knight, or, I mean, I could attack the rook with the knight, so that's something, sort of, but not really. Okay, that was lucky. And I don't know why they were dumb enough to do that, because that was really stupid to just give away a rook. I'm glad that was right, but it doesn't make any sense. The smart move would have been to move the king, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm black. Looks like it's just promoting a pawn, I'm guessing. There's not very much here. They're giving completely illogical setups. So I'm glad I got those two right, but I'm a little surprised that I did, to be honest. Okay, so I am starting over, which is weird because normally they give a bunch of mates first and then go to other stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't scroll up. I forgot. Every time I was mainly just checking to make sure it fit, which it will if I just scroll down a little bit, so it will show the whole thing. There we go. Knight moved. Oh yeah, that's just checkmate. That's easy. Okay, back rank. Okay, well, I'm not even going to look at the whole thing because there's no reason to. I just saw the mate, as is often the case. Kind of like to look at the whole thing, but there's kind of no point, honestly. Oh, so that would be mate. Yep. Okay. Oh, it's just another mate. Nice. Sort of, although these are just the easiest thing in the world. Okay, let's see. So, looks like I can almost get a mate. Oh, I can. I hope I can do either. Cause oh yeah, this is it. I was about to say I had a choice between two moves. Thankfully I didn't, because I wanted to make sure I got it right. And got it. That's a funny move. Check. And then the king. Oh yeah, and then it's mate. I might just quit pretty soon and just. I did way more than I wanted to yesterday. King just moved. Why? So I could do the check and pick up the rook. That's probably what they're after. Well, fine. If they want to give me the queen instead, I guess that's not bad either. I would definitely move the rook back. No reason to lose my queen. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Oh, well, that's a really easy one. Just another mate. I'm not really looking at everything. A lot of times I like to, but I guess it's sort of a waste of time since it's just a puzzle, and if there's a mate that I can just get, like, might as well. So I can attack the queen. Rook. I am not sure what we're going for here, to be honest. Well, this is tough. I don't even see the queen. It looks like I don't have one, which is really not good for them to give me a puzzle like this. Yeah, I'm in a terrible position. The rook. Okay, I could do check with the bishop. And then when they move, I can do discover check and take the queen. Not sure if that's it, but that's pretty good. I'm a little surprised that was correct, but I guess that's good because there really wasn't much of a choice. Okay. So I'm white. And I'm almost made it here, looks like. Wait. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, I have a rook there. That's helpful, I guess. Oh, there's two rooks. That's helpful. I was about to say, wow. Okay. So I could take the... Oh, I can't take the rook because they take back. If I go check and they leave, then I can pick up a rook. Or if they block, then I get a rook that way as well. Yep. Nice. I'm kind of glad they've given me a few other positional things that are a little bit different than the normal. So that's nice. Okay. So I could give a check with the knight. Wow, there's so little here. What? Oh, my rook. But even if I move the rook down, that's not going to make a difference. They have a couple of squares they can go to. Huh. I don't really like this position. Actually, check with the knight is really bad because then they just take my knight with theirs, so that's not good anyway. If I do check with the rook, I mean, it's checkmate if they go to h2, but they would just not go to h2, so that's not really anything. I guess I'll still do the rook check just because it's forcing, but yeah, there's so little here, it's hard to decide on a move, honestly. Yeah, that's what I expected, though. Wait a second. Oh, right, that's mate. How did I not see that? Okay, that's good. En passant. I could do that. Well, is there a reason to? I feel like I should just push here, to be honest. I'm white. Because I'm only 3 away and they're like 4 away. And there's no way. I mean, I might as well just push. Yep. Okay. Oh, it's just another endgame. Oh, this is hard though. Because if I push the B pawn and they take, and then I push the G pawn, then they go bishop to d5, and then I still can't get a queen, so that's not helpful. There's nothing here. Push. There it is. That was a little bit complicated, but I got it. Very nice. Okay, it's check. I guess that should be pretty easy. There can't really be any thinking in this one, can there? I mean, I have to go here, right? And then if I go there and say check, does it matter? Probably. Let's see. If I push the G pawn, let's check. If I don't, well, oh wait. Should I just push the king to f7 first? Maybe? But if I do that, they take the pawn, I take with the knight. Then the king moves to g8, and then I push the pawn, and then they go back in the corner, and it's a draw. I don't know if it's possible to win this one. I really don't. Oh, I should. I should push, and then... No? Okay. The king can't really move, right? But if I move the king back to g5, then they can just move knight to e6, and then they can take my pawn, and if I recapture, they take the other one with the king, and then it's just a draw again. So that doesn't seem very... Does this really work? It might. That's like only move. I'm just surprised that works. That's insane. Okay. Wow. I think I'm gonna quit pretty soon. I haven't gotten any wrong yet this run, which is cool, but not sure. Okay, this is just that same puzzle that we've had time and time again, I think. Of course, it's tough to know which is right here. Is there a queen gone already? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so I can't fork the king and the rook because the queen could just take it, so that makes that easy. Okay. Well, that's a little bit boring, but that was the same one that I do on a regular basis. Okay, I should probably just be done pretty quick here and play some games. Queen and rook. If my knight moves anywhere, I can come on down and checkmate them pretty much. In fact, I should probably just do the knight check because that will be forced, and even if they capture, I can still do it, and all the squares are guarded. So that's really good. If they don't like it, that's sad because there can't be anything better. I'm certainly not checkmating them this move. They don't have to take the knight, but if they move the king, it's still checkmate. So I'm definitely going for that. Yep. Okay, I'm going to be done for now with the puzzles because I've gotten them all so far. And oh wow, I've already done 18. That's cool. That's more than I was expecting. That's great. So I'm going to go play now. Very cool. Cool. Let's see. 1081. Wow, I'm having a hard time here. But I'm going to just see what I can do. Double check and make sure that things are showing up. Okay, good. I just want to make sure it's showing up normally, and it is, so that's great. I hope I can start going up again pretty soon. I'm not at my lowest point for the day, I don't think. I think it was 1028 earlier, but I'm not sure what to think. Okay. Castling. I should have expected that. I kind of did, honestly. Maybe I should queenside castle. I don't normally, but maybe I should think about it. Although, since they moved that pawn up, I'm even less inclined to, because it would be all the easier for them to get a queenside attack going. I feel like that c3 move is really common, and I'm not really sure why they do it, because they often don't push the d pawn, which is pretty much what that move is allowing. So I am thinking of this knight e7, c6, and d5. I often try to set that up. It's not always the best, but feels like it could be okay. Okay, knight takes, knight takes. No, that's not. I do have to just retreat, which is quite lame, but I guess I will. Not a good idea, but I guess I will do it anyway. Just out of weirdness. Then maybe I should do this to prevent their other pawn from advancing. Oh, I'm dumb. They can just take that. That's pretty obviously terrible. I should have thought, instead of just doing it for no reason. I should have gone to the other place that I was going to go to. Oh, they decided not to take it. That's random. I wonder why. That was generous. They could have had a free night if they had wished. Oh, I could have just taken that. Dang it, for free. I'm really not doing so well. I just was so set on my plan. I didn't even... No, that was... Never mind. I don't have a knight. I have a bishop, so I couldn't have taken that. Wow. I really need to be thinking better. But I am up a bit, which is nice, so we'll see what happens. Doing okay, and I might trade the two pieces for the rook, because I'm already up a pawn anyway, so to pick up a piece and... Oh! Is that worth it? To just take another pawn? They take with knight, I take with pawn. That would definitely mess up my pawns in a big way. I'd rather they just take that, and then I can take with the queen, maybe? Hmm. I think this is kind of okay, maybe. I'm still only up a pawn, but having taken the rook is kind of nice. Okay. I kind of like that okay. I do still have an isolated pawn. I'm not sure if it would have been any better to do the other option and just take with the pawn earlier, but oh well. I feel like this is good. I can put my bishop on the diagonal now. Maybe, although the knight is defending right there at the moment. I really do need to make that knight move, but I guess there's no way to do that. So honestly, I'm in a really terrible position. I might just have to do rook b8 and then bishop b7 after that. Of course, the queen can get out, so that's something, kind of. And the rook should be safe on b8 since it's diagonal from the knight in the perfect way where they can't attack it for a while. So probably rook b8 and then queen b6 could have been interesting, but not really. Okay, I was going to do this anyway, so that's fine, sort of, although it is pretty sad there's not really any options for me. I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do. It's another opportunity of being ahead, and yet I'm going to lose anyway. Pretty sad. The bishop can't even... Well, I guess I could just do queen c7 first, and then the bishop out. That's sort of an option, I suppose. So, it might not be totally hopeless yet. Do. Oh my gosh. Well, that's not good. Weird. I'm not sure why I pretended my volume was up. I intentionally turned the volume down even before now, so I'm not sure why that was on. So now my queen is worthless, which is sad. I guess I can go back down and say check after this if they don't defend. If they do decide to defend the bishop, for example, I can go down and take that pawn, and that's check. So there's that. I'm probably going to have to try to go for a perpetual. I don't expect it, but I just don't see anything. Okay, good. The volume is definitely down now. I know I turned it down earlier, but it's just weird that I heard myself because I know that it was turned down and I still heard myself, so I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, this is like impossible. There's no way I can get out of this. I could say bishop a6, which would be another interesting option. Okay. They can't put me in check with the bishop, so this sort of is a pin. No, the queen or the knight can take me if I try to do the pin idea, so that's no good. Wow, I'm really playing like an idiot. This is really, really bad. I don't know what to do here. I'm really not trying at all, which is really sad. This is very easy, and I'm just not trying. I'm being dumb. If I was playing well, I'd be winning, but I've really learned how to get into positions where I have a material advantage and I still fail horribly, so just learning as I play more that material doesn't matter at all. I should just give away pieces. I should just give away my bishop, for example, and then maybe I'll be able to do something, because material doesn't mean anything at all. So it's good to know that, but it took me a while to discover that fact. Okay, that's good. That's something at least. How do we take back? Does it matter? I might as well take with the rook, just in case. I mean, not sure, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna take with that. That's fine. I'm glad they finally are releasing me from the bind a little bit. Oh, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I decided to give away my rook. That was very foolish. I can't believe it. That was very, very dumb of me. Okay. I cannot believe I'm trying to fail here so badly. Wow. This is a terrible game. Couldn't be any worse. Their king is as exposed or more exposed than mine, and yet I'm the one that's failing horribly here. Very strange. Okay. I could trade off queens, but that's probably not any help to me, honestly. It really doesn't matter what I do. It's pretty over already, I would say. They could just move the bishop out and attack the king or queen, and then I'm pretty much dead. So I don't know why I'm even pretending to try. Yep, I knew that's what they were going to do. Huh. Here, maybe? No, they're going to be on that. Oh. Yeah, maybe I can force the queen trade. Not that it's good for me, but not sure what else to even think of trying to do right now. I'm intentionally making some terrible moves, so it's tough to know what is good here. I should have gotten my bishop out a long time ago, and I should have not been stupid and given away my rook. I might as well resign. There's no hope at all. Da, 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 da. Wow. Okay, I kind of thought they'd do something like that. Let's see. Okay, well, I might as well get my final piece out, just because it's not already. Not that that will help, but who knows, it might, if I'm lucky. Of course, I should have moved my rook, but I want to leave it pinned, apparently. Oh, that's kind of nice, because I can go on the diagonal, defend my rook, or, yeah, and make the queen move, so that could be really good for me, potentially. Probably won't matter, but it might be useful. The weird thing is, it's acting like I'm only a pawn down, a point down, but I'm sure it's way worse than that. But it does look like this is a somewhat decent position, sort of. Of course, if they move away, I can bring the queen down and take check, and I'm attacking the bishop, but I guess it doesn't matter since the bishop is defended by the knight and the rook. Huh. I might just have to take the knight. If I had been smart and not given away my rook, it would be dominating. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's checkmate. I'm dumb. I can't believe I let them do that. It doesn't help at all. I was just being dumb. I had to... No, I can move the king away, but then I'm just giving away the rook. Actually, no, because it's defended. That's so lucky. Okay, so they moved down there. I can't block because of the rook being pinned, but I'm very lucky that I have the h7 square, and then they can't take the rook because it's defended. That's very lucky of me. I'm not going to get the queen, but at least I can get out of this. That was very nice of me to just give away a pawn for no reason. Great. Okay. Well, I guess I should probably at least... Well, I can save one or the other, but there's kind of no reason to try to save both. This is already a passed pawn. Maybe I should... Oh, that's dumb, because now... Oh, jeez. I'm really dumb. I just gave them my rook for no reason. I should have moved the other pawn up. Yep, I'm retarded. I cannot believe I did that. That was absolutely pointless. I just wanted to lose, so I gave him the rook to be 100% sure that I would have to fail. Nice. I insisted on sucking. Okay. Wow. Hopefully I snap out of my bad luck streak and start actually playing chess soon. Wow, they're ridiculous. Everyone knows that's a terrible move. Okay, well, they did make the right move, so I guess that's sort of not the worst thing in the world. Although, obviously, it's no good either. Probably should not have done that either. That was dumb. Okay. I'm dumb for giving that pawn away. There was no point. Let's see. I moved and nothing happened. Strange. Huh. Jeez, I should have not let that happen. That was kind of pointless. Let's see, how about bishop here? Let's see. So, ready to get my other bishop out, and I definitely would like to, at some point, I should probably just take their bishop, but we'll see what I want to do here. Okay, so backing up. Why? Oh yeah, that's pinned. That's why I have it there, duh. But I can unpin it now, easily enough. Okay. Well, now that they've castled, there really is no opportunity for me here. I go here. If they take my bishop, I take their bishop. Don't really see there being any issues here at the moment. And I'm pointing toward the king with some pieces. This could be really interesting. Maybe. Wow. This is an interesting one. Yes. Well, I'm really interested to see what will happen next. I'd kind of like having my two knights in the center like that. Or taking a bishop isn't free. The queen isn't attacking it, so I can't take back when the knight captures. Oh wait, bishop and knight are attacking there, so it is actually a free piece. Let me see. So that is a free piece. And the king is a little weaker, which is nice to see. Nice. So yeah, happy they moved a pawn up. They now have two pawns in front of the king that have been moved. So that, oh, the bishop can literally just come in and take a pawn for free if they don't do anything about that. Pretty quick. Okay, it makes sense that they would do that. I'm not surprised. Let's see. Okay, I could say check. And the queen could take, so that's not great. I might as well save it. I already just got a free piece, so I guess I might as well save the knight for now. I can't really think of a good reason not to. But it might be time to start sacrificing here to break things open. Okay, interesting. Start by defending the pawn, just to make sure there's no tricks with that, and the bishop is cut off forever. I like that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, what do we do here? Well, my bishop isn't even doing anything right now, so I guess I might as well move it here to get it involved. They'll probably push the pawn to attack the queen, but obviously I can move, so that's fine. Yeah, I knew they would, because any low-level player would do an annoying pawn move like that. I just hope I can get smart enough to get an attack going soon, because I was doing one and I just chickened out and decided to not attack anymore. Okay. Let's make sure that knight never gets to come into the game. At least not very easily. Well, what next? I'm trying to think. I might have to do some kind of sacrifice, but I don't know what. I'm thinking of attacking the queen first, and then seeing where I want to go after that. I feel like they already don't have a ton of options. In fact, I think that I've trapped the queen now that I look at it closer. It's just lucky. There's no way the queen should be trapped, but I'm pretty sure it actually is, which is kind of weird. That's silly. I mean, I guess I figured... I saw that I could attack the queen, I just assumed it wouldn't be trapped, and I'm pretty sure it actually is, which is really weird, so I'll take it. Hmm. Okay, I guess I'll just make a hole for my king, just in case. It probably doesn't really matter. But, never hurts to have it. I'm really starting to feel like I don't have any more moves, though. I mean, I might be in trouble pretty soon. Might be one of those where I have a huge lead and it doesn't matter. Hopefully that's not the case. I can't attack with just a queen. I mean, that's always the case. You need at least two pieces, and I cannot bring another piece into the attack, so I don't know what to think about this. Oh my gosh. I'm scared now. This is insane. Okay. Wow. I take. Pawn takes. That's not so good either. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just go here. Of course, the queen could just, or the bishop could go in the back and attack my queen. I could take bishop and rook. And it's the queen. Probably not a good idea. Wow. This is crazy. I don't know what to think. Huh. Maybe it is worth giving away at least one piece. Because if I take, well, maybe a couple, because I did get the queen. Perhaps if I take the pawn with the knight, and if they take back, then they're attacking the queen automatically, so that doesn't work very well. I was hoping I could get the knight out of the way, and then, oh, well, that was just generous. Because it helps me defend better, and it also makes them lose another piece. And their knight still can't get into the game super easily, so that was just very nice of them to give away the bishop and make me stronger. Nice. Very excited about that. Another pawn. Okay. Okay, that was a little bit lucky, because the knight defends the rook and prevents the mate. I guess they saw that. That's probably why they did it, although they also have to reroute the knight anyway, so who knows what they saw or didn't. It's literally just one of the few decent things for them to try. Okay, so now I have the doubled rooks, which is also pretty good. My queen might now get trapped, though, which is pretty scary. Don't want that, but I don't know what to do here. Looks like I might just be in trouble. If they don't move the knight right now, I might just sacrifice for it anyway. Because I really don't want to lose the queen. Oh shoot. Yeah, it looks like they have a pretty okay plan here. So, okay. Of course, I could move the rook, like take the pawn for example, and then I could put my bishop there and say check. So, okay, so if they say check, or if they move the rook over and attack my queen, I can go back to g4, and then I'd be diagonal from the knight, so it would be hard for the knight to attack me. The pawn could come up and attack, but the pawn might want to attack when I say bishop e5 check. So in that case, but do I really want to do bishop e5 check? That's probably dumb. Or should I just take the knight now? This is tough. Goodness, I don't think I can do this. Huh. I probably shouldn't do this, but since I have a lead anyway, and I will have a lead even if I lose the queen, and this pawn is free, maybe it's sort of not that bad. I guess we'll find out. And again, it looks like I can escape, sort of. Maybe. Okay. Not quite what I expected, but close enough. So if I now say bishop check, and they move the pawn up, that's not great. But I do still have this square. The rook is not attacking there. And if they advance the pawn up, too, then I definitely have the check and picking up the rook. So this is better than before. The other thing is, instead of picking up the rook, I could save my queen, and that's probably best, but I'm already leading as well, so it might kind of not be that bad to just do that. Because if they move the pawn up too, and I put them in check with the bishop, then the king would have to move, because the pawn would no longer be able to block, or they could block with the other rook, and that would be even better, because then I take and it's check again, and I get that rook. So I think this is going to actually work out as scary as it looked. Very lucky of me. I'm shocked that they did not do it. I thought they would surely attack my... I was sure they were going to attack there. I take... what should I do here? This is weird. It's taking way longer than it should, honestly. Let's see. Oh, I like that move. This could be a fun one. And I'm just attacking the b7 pawn outright, but also pinning the f7 pawn, so this looks really good. I'm really surprised they didn't want to do anything. Okay, it's not that bad because the rook is no longer there, so I'm not actually attacking. Oh, well, no. Both rooks are defending, so there's still not really anything happening here. That's a little disappointing. Maybe I should just take this pawn. Because now their two queen pawns are isolated, so that's probably good. Okay, what else do we have? I really have no idea. I'm a little bit concerned that they might move the knight out of the way, and their rook will be facing mine, and it's not a big deal because I don't have bad rank issues or anything, so I guess in a sense their knight is kind of pinned, maybe, and I can't really attack it very well. I might just move the pawn up to attack the knight, and then if it moves, their rook is hanging, kind of, although not really. Well, their knight could defend the rook, but that's only if they move it to c7, which or I could just take it. So yeah, maybe moving the pawn up is a good next step. Yeah, well, now it doesn't matter because now if I attack the knight, they just move it, and I capture, and the king takes back. So it's not really an issue anymore, or it's not nearly as vulnerable as it was. So that's kind of sad. Nice. And then I probably would have attacked the pawn, or attacked the knight with the pawn after the king moved away, and that would have been cool. So, nice one. And a victory. Maybe puzzles are a little bit helpful. We shall see. 1042. Nice. You're a little higher than me. What? Okay, that's weird that they already resigned. I mean, I'm happy to go up a little bit, but that was a little bit strange. They had no reason to resign yet. Although, maybe they're just being nice. Like, I much prefer that over somebody just letting time run out or something, so kind of cool, I guess. Always nice if I can pick up some extra points. Well, a couple wins in a row never hurts. I appreciate it greatly. Okay. I'm not sure why they did that on. They moved up both pawns to allow the bishop to get out. It's like, what does that really do? Not much. Okay, I like the idea of taking away a square from the knight. They still have the other one they can go to, but at least that one is not there anymore. I wish I could attack them, but I don't see that happening very soon. Unless I put the bishop over there, which is kind of not really ideal. See, if I move up, I should probably just move to the corner if I'm honest. But that's dumb, honestly. That was really stupid. I should not have done that. I'm an idiot to give away my rook, but I don't really have a choice. I just like to be dumb, so that is what I'm doing. The Dutch is stupid. I should probably never play it again. This is just... that was absolutely dumb. Damn, that's not fair at all. I'm shit. Okay, I'm just gonna let them win because I'm too stupid to not win anyway. I mean, it's not mate yet, but I can't believe I decided to let them out. I could have just won very easily. I could have trapped the bishop, I could have had 2 pieces for the rook, and instead I chose to be a complete idiot and give that away on a silver platter, so... oh well, I just wanted to lose again, clearly. I wish I could just be smart. There's no reason for me to play like I'm an idiot all the time. I can be smart, it's just that I have to choose to do so. Like, if I ever lose, it's because I hate winning. There's no other explanation. I'm really good against the King's Gambit. If I lose this, it's all because I'm just being nice. This opening works so well for me, so... if I lose, it's completely my fault. course, if they take, they won't have that pawn to advance later. So it's, I guess in a sense, it's a little bit dangerous to take that bishop. But they have, oh, they can take with the queen. That's what they're getting into. I am surprised they're thinking that at all. Seems like taking with the queen is the only move. Unless they just want to be down a piece. Dude, okay, so they did it. It just took a while. Makes sense. There's probably not much point in this move, to be truthful, anymore. Because then I just have to move the queen all the way back. Okay, that's kind of nice. I'm actually sort of happy they did that. That's not bad. Let's see. So if they take the bishop with the knight, I'll just retreat the queen, which is totally okay. But the whole point of this is to at least be working on development, because I don't feel like they got a massive lead in development, but I don't feel like I did either as much as I'd hoped to. So, oh my gosh, okay, I'm shit. I will just resign. There's literally no reason for me to have been stupid. I could have won easily if I had tried. Like I said, I'm really good against the King's Gambit, so when I just lose against the King's Gambit, that means I'm at one of my lowest points ever, and I'm just supposed to lose every game I play right now. So, congratulations, me. On the other hand, it doesn't matter that much because I won the other game just because they were generous and gave it to me after like move 2, so you know, even the win I got earlier was completely undeserved. Oh my gosh, I need to play people that are under 1,000 and I might actually have a slight chance of winning. Anyway, it's alright. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Okay. I kind of like that when they do this. This is, I enjoy these captures. Not had this for a while, so that's exciting. I might try some King of the Hill. I haven't really been playing that forever, but it's interesting. It's super different, and it might be kind of fun to try. I don't know. Maybe not. Kind of weird, to be honest. Uh, okay. I'm just going to do that just to make sure they don't go for my... they don't go for that at all. Okay. It's kind of ridiculous that they're dictating all my moves, so I kind of wasn't expecting that. Okay. That's a little bit weird. I don't really know what they are doing there. Really strange, to be honest. Okay, that's kind of what I expected, but not entirely. Do, 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 oh geez, I always forget to scroll to the right spot. There we go. Almost. That's better. Now you can see the important stuff. It's not quite perfect necessarily. There, that's the best setup. So I'll try to keep it here for a while until I start playing people. Then I may have to leave and come back to this stream, but this is a perfect setup. Do, 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 do. So anyway, I'm going for the pawn, for king and rook. They can't castle because they moved the king earlier. I could also take the bishop and just massively mess up their pawns. I could take... well, that pawn is double protected by the bishop and knight now, so that's not so great. I was originally thinking if they took my knight with theirs, then I could take with the rook and double rooks on the D file, but since they're not taking my knight anytime soon, that's not so good. Do I really want to... that would really mess up their pawn structure. Is that going to help me? I mean, in the long run, probably. In the short run, not sure. Wow, this is a little bit... it's a little bit hard to tell what's actually good here. Oh, I know what I can do anyway. I can start advancing my pawns because the... is my light squared bishop even going to do anything? I kind of doubt it. I kind of feel like my light squared bishop is a little bit worthless. But if I move the knight, I am going to do this. Because if they take, I take with the knight, and I think I'd rather have my knight, to be honest. If they back up or stay there, I can just get it for free. Of course, they could advance the pawn, and then they'd have those double pawns and the rook. on the half-open H file, so that's a potential option. So the best is probably to take, to retreat, or to move the pawn up to protect it. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do. I will definitely get the knight back out as soon as I can, but I think this actually kind of makes sense. But I would rather, if I'm going to trade a piece, I'd rather trade off the bishop for their bishop than to trade off my knight. So that's why I didn't play h3, because I didn't want them to just take the knight and then me take this bishop and just be in a bad spot. So we'll see what happens. Do do do. That's so weird. I changed my profile picture. I don't know how it changed back. That's really strange. I was just thinking in Discord, so that's a little bit weird, but oh well, doesn't matter, I guess. Do 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 do. Do I want to take that? I just might. Although their bishop would be defending, which is... Oh, actually it wouldn't. I'm gonna go for this. They didn't calculate this whole thing, and I don't think it's very good for them, to be honest. Let's see. That could have been good for them, but they kind of didn't calculate all those moves. Just the fact that their bishop would be defending the pawn, not the fact that I would take the bishop. And now their pawns on the king's side are very messed up, and I'm going to crush them. And they literally just have the rooks left, so now there will be no more attacking my rook ever. Unless it's with another rook, of course, which is kind of okay. So, I'm okay with this. Take me home. Oh, that just makes things easier for me. That's kind of nice. Let's see. Because now I could just pick up this pawn for free without having to worry about any other things they might try. Let's get one of the three. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. So take me home. Okay, well, I guess I don't mind trading this for one of them. It's not that bad. Because then I can just take this other one, which they have had for a long time, and no reason to let them have it any longer. Let's see. How shall I do this? Oh, I do pretty much have to move this rook anyway. I think it will just go back here. I don't want to hang the G pawn, really. So this is probably good. It's probably a draw, which is really sad, because I'm leading by a lot, but it doesn't seem to matter. I mean, I have a lot more pawns, but the chances of me actually queening one are... It might be possible, but it's going to be a pretty long time from now if it does happen. Okay. Yeah. I'm a little tired tonight. I don't know how long I want to be on. I'll definitely be on a lot tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. Maybe a little on Thursday, not sure yet. It will be Thursday evening, but I'll definitely be on a lot tomorrow. Come on. Ooh, king. Okay, that's interesting. Hmm. Where do they want to be? That's what I'd like to know. If only I had a queen. Wow. Interesting setup here. I go there. That pushes it right in the direction I don't want them to go. If I go check with the other rook, push them away, then I could start poking at their pawns and making them advance, I guess. Although, not really, because that would mean moving my rook off to the second rank, and then they could just come down and take my pawns, which I don't really want. So this is not great. Oh, I can force a trade though here. This is good. Let's see. I go there. I am going to try this. So if they take my pawn and I take their pawn and they go on the back row, then I can just go king d2, and then I can go king c3, and they would have to take another pawn before they could give another check. So this, and you know, there's potential for checkmate if they don't take care of it as well. So I feel like this could be good for me. And my rook on the h-file defends my h-pawn, so even if they do take the g-pawn, it would be kind of hard for them to get more than that. Okay. Interesting. That's weird. I think that might be mate right there. Because the rooks are in the back trapping it. I'm really surprised that happened, but I'm really glad that I saw it. That was a crazy one. I can't believe it. That was just weird. I'm really glad I didn't miss that one. Ooh, another high person, 43. It's not that high, but it is. You know, I wanted to start doing c4 sometimes as white, and I just forget to. So that's interesting. Huh. I do kind of want to try that, just to have a different opening. Man, I kind of like that for preventing the knight from coming into that square, but I kind of want it over here. It's really hard to know. Oh my gosh, it looks like they are going to, now I kind of wish my knight wasn't there. That's kind of sad. Um, wow, this is a hard one. This is a really hard one to know what's going to end up being good. And I did already advance the A pawn, so that's kind of sad because now I'm thinking I want to castle queenside, and that's not nearly as um, advised at this point, perhaps. I don't know. Wow, yeah, this is weird. I'm gonna just go here and not castle yet. Maybe I will eventually, but it's really, I don't know what they're doing yet. And it looks like they could very easily open the A files, so I don't really want to. Yeah, they're just like they're doing stuff on both sides of the board, and it's so hard to know what's actually going to be okay here. Oh man, my knight looks like it's just not going to be very useful anywhere right now. Okay. I'm not really afraid of that knight move, to be honest, because my bishop is there, and if they take the bishop, I can take with queen. So I feel like no matter what, there's not much bad about that for me. I kind of like having my knight here as well because that is a nice place, and now that their knight can't take mine, it's they can go back, of course, but I think this is kind of okay. I mean, normally I'd be more afraid of knight takes f7, but with the bishop there, I'm not. So, interesting. Okay, so they're definitely not castling queenside. Good to know. And as much as I kind of want to, I don't really think I should at this point because I've already pushed the A pawn, and that's just not going to be great for me if they do that. Okay. Do I kick the knight back? That would be interesting. So if I go here, pawn up, that's not great. Dang it. There's not really anything good there. I guess if pawn up, I could just retreat the bishop one. That wouldn't be that bad, sort of. And it would prevent them from being where they want to be, which is kind of cool. Although knight f7 is a little more vulnerable if that moves. I probably should just castle, but I just still don't really know if that's the safest. I don't really want to... Well, let's see. If they move the pawn up... Oh, the rook has already moved off the file. I actually like that as well. And maybe I will castle soon as well. But I think it is finally safe to play b6, because if they advance the pawn, I take, they take. And then I take with bishop, and it's fine, I think. So this is actually kind of okay, maybe. Oh, wow. That's an interesting move that I wasn't even thinking of. That's weird. I should have. Okay. Jeez. Okay, I could take with my knight. That might actually be good. My pawn is defended, so I like that. So I think this is just winning a pawn here. And then they take bishop, and I take with the f-pawn. And then... Okay. I don't have to do this right away. I should just castle first. And then maybe go for this. Okay, well that's dumb. I should have known they would defend it. Okay, so if I do check, they really can't block, which is really funny, unless they block with the bishop, and then I just take them. So I think that's probably the move. I like it. It's really funny. I like it a lot. And their pawns are so much weaker now. Doubling there is kind of giving away for my pieces to get in. Not weak as in I'm going to take them, but just making their position a lot more vulnerable. The only problem with this pawn move is that it allows their bishop to take my pawn, and they might do that first, which would be kind of sad. I was kind of hoping, I don't know, the fact that I've now castled and they haven't, it might just be worth the pawn sacrifice at this point. I don't know. I'm afraid that's what they're going to do. I think they would take that pawn first. So I'm not a huge fan of it, but it might just be the right idea anyway. Hmm. Maybe I should just do this first? If they take the bishop, that's fine. If they retreat, that is also fine. So maybe do this first, and then try to, get things going. Yeah, that's probably the right idea, honestly. Very strange. Okay, here we go. So now I have this chain, so I'm not worried about anything anymore, and I will just come on in. Okay. That's a little disappointing, but I guess I should expect that. It's not really great, though. It's still sad, but... Okay, so now we can work on doubling rooks. Oh, oh my gosh. I totally let myself get pinned, and I wasn't even thinking about it. That's not good. The good news is I'm attacking the queen right now, but I really need to deal with this, like, now. Hey, what's up? Uh, yeah, bishop c4, that's exactly what I was just talking about. Even before I read your chat, I started looking at that and was like, that's bad. Like, it was just lucky that I happened to attack the queen the previous move, or they may have just done that. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm no good. I mean, I just, you know, I, inconsistency has always been my issue, so I can be good, I can also be very bad, and I just never know from game to game how I'm going to play, so it is what it is, I suppose. Okay, let's see. I need to... The knight is defending the other pawns, they can't take that right now, the queen also is. So I could move one of those if I wanted. I might want to double rooks anyway, so maybe I should just work on that. Oh, c5 doesn't even attack the queen, so like maybe I would have been able to. Oh, I guess I don't think it would really get trapped. Well, maybe, yeah, maybe. I guess you're right. I do like to. Oh well. I know. I read the message after I'd already moved anyway. I don't necessarily like to get help because it's not necessarily fair to people. Like if we help both sides, yeah, I saw it after I read the trap the queen message. I looked again and it's like, oh yeah, I probably could have. No, it's okay. I understand why you do, and I think people do it on a regular basis, and it's good. It's like I don't really mind necessarily. I just don't know if it's fair for them. But the opportunity to do that, perhaps, is maybe when I'm playing viewers, because that way, if chat is helping both sides, then it's just a matter of, it's kind of like vote chess. It's kind of like, everybody just playing against each other, whatever. So I feel like when I'm just playing random people, it's probably better to not do it for their sake. And then when we're playing viewers, we could do stuff like that. The other thing is, whenever I do hand and brain, that's an opportunity. Uh, if we have 4 people in the stream, that's great. Or it could just be 2 of us against someone, and that's another way to help out. So there's a bunch of different ways to do it, I think. And I don't really mind. I just wonder if it's a little unfair to them. And it doesn't necessarily matter, but I like to, not do that if I can avoid it. But yeah, I think that was a good idea for sure. Hand and brain is I don't know if you saw PogChamps at all, but they played. They did Masters playing with Twitch view or chess players that were like low rated, and it's basically a So you have one person that says a piece to move, and the other person moves the piece. So you just say knight, but you can't say which knight, or you say pawn, but you can't say which pawn. And then the hand just has to make a move using whatever piece the brain tells them. So that's kind of how it goes. But it's pretty fun. And did it a couple of times already on stream, but we lost both games, so it didn't really go that well. Um, but you can definitely feel free to join the Discord, exclamation point Discord with Nightbot, and you can find the link and you know, feel free to do that or just watch it sometime. We've only done it a couple of times, so I'm not sure exactly when we'll do it again. Well, I'd never heard of it either. I watched the PogChamps thing on Twitch this year, and that's literally the first time I heard of it. Sweet, sounds good. Um, Let me see. Okay. If you do go to the waiting room, I can move you to the channel that I'm in, the live channel. Or if you just want to check it out, that's fine too. Honestly, I'm not super familiar with Discord. I have a couple guys that have helped me set it up and stuff, but it's pretty much all new to me also. Okay, do I want to trade or not? Probably not since I'm down a pawn, maybe, but I don't know yet. Hmm. Wow, this is weird. I kind of, huh. Wow. I almost feel like I have to trade queens. Maybe I do. And even though I'm down a pawn, it's probably not that big of a deal, because their extra pawn is one of the doubled ones, and they're not going to have an easy time taking advantage of that. So it's probably fine. Mm-hmm. I guess well, unfortunately, no. If I take the queen and they take with the pawn, then it just fixes their pawns. So I like that even less. I don't really want to trade queens, but if I do, I certainly shouldn't take. I would let them do the taking. Let's try. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, there you are. Nice. I didn't. I checked a second ago. I didn't see a. There you go. Hey. I'm really glad to start using this. I've literally never used it before. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, good to meet you too. Caleb is my real name. That's why I have C. Freeman for my name. I wanted it to be something kind of like, you know, in case I did ever get good, I like the idea of having my name, but I tried Caleb F, and that was already taken, so I took this instead. Awesome, thanks. Yeah, the knight was just a clip art image that I found. Hmm. Wow, this is hard. What? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, if I'm gonna be down a pawn, I'd much rather him have a pawn way back there that's not gonna do anything. Yep. Yeah. It's probably not. Yeah, and I probably should move it again. I guess I didn't see many places to go. I guess I could have gone Queen D6. But I guess my main concern was I didn't want to stay on that diagonal, and I didn't really. I guess D6 was like the only other option, so like maybe. Um, yeah, and I guess the rook wasn't able to go there yet, but almost. Yeah, this is. Yeah, yep, that's a good point. Huh. Oh, yeah. I guess I don't. Oh, geez. Yeah, normally I do okay with. Jeez. It is annoying, though, because, like, if I go all the way back here, there's literally nothing else I can do after this. I mean, I guess I can go back to. Yeah, I guess I can go back to E8 and just totally rearrange things if I have to, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if that matters. Their queen might just stay there forever, although I guess I could. Actually, rook c8. So yeah, yep, yeah. I've been, um, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe it's so close to being trapped already. Well, it is weird. Like I've been playing my whole life, but I feel like I'm getting worse. I mean, my rating has gone down so much. I had a slump, and then I started to snap out of it, and then I just started going way down again. It's just like I don't know what's going on with me. It's weird. Oh they did move. Okay. Um. So ooh. Wow, that's not good either. If I take, well, first I was thinking of the rook c8 like it was earlier, but if they could take the rook, and if I take the queen, then it's checkmate in two. No, no, it's not. It's not. Let's see. No, I got it. I got it. Um, so I don't know. Sometimes the arrows work and sometimes they don't. I don't know how to control that. Normally I do touch the piece and it works anyway. It, right, and I was. But that's what I mean. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it randomly got turned off or what. Using what? I'm using Edge, but I've used it the whole time. There's nothing changed. Nothing should have made it not work. I think it's I I think it's actually fine because the queen. Let's see. Let's see. If I attack, they take with the rook. I take, or they take my rook. I take the queen. They do check, and then the knight just goes back. So that kind of works. I can't really wait. Yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Uh, I wait a minute. I think I want to take the pawn first because it's check, and if they block, I can take the bishop for free, and that's check, and then I can take the rook, and I could get both rooks. Yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Well, all I'm saying is the check is forcing, and so I can still take the rook after that potentially or something. Okay. I'm not. I knew he might not do that. I'm just saying. I figured that's a pretty decent. Oh, wait a minute. Is that mate? Oh my gosh, that's mate. I can't believe it. You probably should have done what I suggested, even though it may not have been great, but it wasn't going to be mate right away either. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's very easy for. I mean, that's the thing. It's always been inconsistency. I love tactics, and I can do some pretty complicated stuff, but it doesn't always work. I've got one follower who I played several times over the last few days that we got connected, and he's like 1728. He was 1744 before I beat him once, but like it's crazy because like he's really good, and we played several times. I've only won the one time, but like that's the thing. Like I have a ton of experience, even though I feel like I'm not really that good for some reason. I can be. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I know the Scotch pretty well. I basically taught myself because I've been playing it for a really long time anyway, and then I watched a video on it. It's like, oh yeah, that's what I would do in this position. So yeah, basically. So like, I just taught myself, and it's like, oh yeah, I've been playing that for years. So like, I probably don't know it. I don't necessarily know everything, but I know it pretty far along just from where I've done it, and not every line, but just certain ones or whatever. So yeah, I haven't really spent a lot of time studying openings, and because I have been playing for so long, that might actually be a benefit if I start doing that. What's your rating? Well, they have the different ratings for the different those different categories. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Really? Okay, that's probably part of the reason. I mean, you should definitely be higher. Wow. Well, my vision isn't very good, so like a hard thing for me is puzzles because like if I'm in an actual game, it's not a big deal because you only move one piece at a time. But if I'm looking at a position for the first time, I have to look at it for a little bit before I actually see everything. And like sometimes there's like a mate, and I don't have to see everything in the position. But then just out of habit, just out of it's a good practice to know everything, I do sometimes look at it more in depth. But like I don't have much peripheral, so I kind of have to look at each thing individually. So if it's a brand new position, it's really hard for me to just look at it and see everything really fast. But it doesn't have to do with experience. It's just that's just how my brain works. So so like puzzles are hard for that reason. So like I like the rush. Like how long does it take before I get three wrong? But as far as like a time limit thing doing puzzles, that's not good for me. Well, I know that you can. I know you can like compute, right? So there is that. There is like the chance to get fewer points, But I know, like, on Leechess, for example, they have Puzzle Storm where you can, like, how many can you do in 3 minutes? And I think chess.com has something like that, too. Yeah. Actually, that's the one that's unlimited time, which is weird. It seems like Rush would have time, but anyway. So I do almost all rapid. I did do Arena Kings a little bit, and I've tried bullet occasionally, but like I don't do bullet at all. Like 3 minutes is about the absolute fastest I can do at all. And if I lose track of the mouse or something, that hurts a lot. Oh sure, I can just abort this one. Since it just started, I was just about to ask you if you wanted to, and then I didn't. Um, or we could try hand and brain too. So like you can see the stream, and you can just either tell me the piece to move, or you can or I can tell you a piece and you can move pieces. But that would mean I have to look at your game. You want to try? You want to try that, or do you want to just play a regular game? That's it's pretty fun. Okay. Um. So I'll start. Yeah. So that means you just name a piece. And in order to castle, you say king. So that's like the one thing that's just good to know. Because if you just say rook, I'd probably just move a rook. Alright, looks like in black. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you just name a piece and then I decide where it goes. So you just say pawn, but you can't tell me which one. But I'll do it for this one, I guess. Yeah, how much fun would it be if I don't get to decide anything? I'm literally just doing what you tell me. You just hope that you're on the same page, but you're not always. That's partly why I've never won one yet. Oh, they're really low. It shouldn't be that hard. Hopefully. But I'm being optimistic. You never know. There's good rated players or good players at all levels, so. Oh, yeah. I always forget. Indonesia, apparently. That's cool. Wow, they're taking a long time. I mean, I guess not. But I feel like for the very first move or two, you don't need to spend any time. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's a name or if it's like a word from a different language or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It could be something like that. Wow. I wonder how much. I wonder how much time somebody has before it just like before it says game abandoned or something like that happens occasionally. But to be yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes it's way longer than it should be. But since the game is so early on, I hope it doesn't take forever. Okay, that's good. Goodness, I'm relieved. Yeah, that's because we each made a move. If otherwise, it would have just aborted. All right. Oh yeah, so it was probably just a disconnection. All right. Sometimes this works really well and sometimes it doesn't. I still don't know what I think about the Dutch. And I probably need to study it more, to be honest. I don't really do D4 openings that much, so I'm not particularly familiar with most of that. Oh, come on, let's just have a normal game, please. I mean, for how low my rating is, I'm surprised at how infrequently this has happened in the last few weeks. But it used to happen to me all the time where people are super low rated, and this happens a lot where they don't do anything. Yeah, maybe. Um. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Not yet. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that, honestly. If they want to play Bishop F6, I'd say go for it. Yeah, I've only been doing this streaming for like a month and a half, and I feel like it's growing a lot faster than I expected. It's pretty sweet. And chess is really taken off. Yeah. Ooh, that's like the second time that's happened. I get a little bit nervous with them already. I mean, I guess It's not really necessary to castle on the king side, though. Necess- Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you said pawn. Okay. Um, there's probably a few decent options, but hmm, maybe does that even help in the long run? I'm not sure. Hmm, this could be interesting. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I really need to study this some more, honestly. But I realized that if I move the D pawn, the light squared bishop is not going to have that many squares because it runs into F5. So that's why I thought it's probably good to put it over here, even though I don't know if that's a normal Dutch thing to do. Yeah. I've had a couple of people that like seem to take their time on almost every move, even when there was only one move available. So it really made me wonder if they were botting. I mean, I've only reported one person for botting because I think it's super hard to tell, but I've kind of wondered a couple of times. Yeah, but like sometimes it was literally like an only move. Like I took the rook and they had to take the rook back with the bishop, and they spent like a minute or two on the move, and I'm just like, really? Huh. Well, I appreciate the thought, but to be honest, I feel like at a low rating, people usually move super fast and don't think, and that's why they make some of the mistakes they do. Yeah, yeah, maybe. But it's amazing how infrequently that happens. Alright, go ahead. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. I find it interesting that the light square bishop still can't get out. Um, that's kind of interesting. And then there's mine can. I can go to b7 really easily. I'm not sure what the best way to get the queen out is going to be. If I want to, maybe queen c7 at some point. But I don't even. They're probably going to castle queenside, honestly. Oh, they just did. That's funny. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize they already could. So yeah, now advancing pawns against their queenside could be okay. Um, I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Ah, I know. I no, I don't think so. Well, the thing is, this is man. I would love to. The problem is, I wish I had some more offense, or like, I wish I had more. Uh, I wish I could advance all of them, but I don't really have my pieces out very much at all yet. So it kind of makes it hard to. Right? Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of that's why I sort of talk about what I'm thinking about a little bit so that you can kind of have a hint of what I might be wanting to do. And if it's a bad idea, you could say something different. If I'm such a terrible chess player, you don't have to help me at all. You can just leave. Then again, it's just a game, so I don't really care what happens. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. And then so if I take the queen takes, of course I could move. Well, no, moving the knight back would be bad because then I'm just giving away the rook. I could castle. That might be good. Although the pawn is also could just advance one square, so I don't really know what's good here. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, I like that. No, not necessarily. So if I take the queen, knight takes, pawn takes, and in castling I have my rook pointed that way, but that doesn't really. I don't think that really does very much. Of course I could maybe just get the other one out because it would be good to finish development. So I'll probably just do this. I'm sure this is really hard because I'm probably doing a lot of wrong moves that you're not thinking of. I had that issue too. I was I was playing somebody, I was doing this, and I said queen, and I wanted the queen to defend the knight, but they didn't do it. So the knight just got captured. It's like you really only had one good move. Oh geez. How did I not? Oh shoot! I know what you wanted me to. I'm sorry. I know what you wanted me to do now. That was bad. That was really bad. I can't believe I did that. That was an obvious one. I just really messed up.
Okay, knight again.
Really? Okay. Oh my gosh. I wish I just moved the rook, to be honest, because now
It's
it's.
a fun.
I only see one that attacks the queen, and I already said it doesn't work because. Oh wait. Um. Let's see. Oh my gosh. There's quite a few actually. Um. The arrows. It's. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. If that is a thing, I've never heard of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I need to do something in settings. Goodness. Okay. Could be. Maybe after this game we just need to look at settings. Oh my gosh. This is. Uh. Gosh. Okay. I mean, even preparing to put them in check the next move doesn't work because they have a knight there. If I attack the queen, they can just take the knight, and I take with pawn, and then they take the rook. Uh, I'm not. I'm trying. Well, like I said, they would probably take my knight if I attack the queen, and attacking the queen is the most forcing. If I want them to not take the rook, I have to create a greater threat. Of course, I could move the knight where he wanted me to earlier on h5, but it's too late for that to be of any use right now. I could move it back, and then the bishop is just stuck in the corner, and that's why I didn't want to do that earlier. Uh, knight knight back to b8 doesn't seem good. Knight back to a7 doesn't seem good. And then, like you said, taking the pawn, queen and rook are both on that. And if I do knight b4, that's I can't even attack a2. I can't even attack a2 because they have a knight there. There's nothing useful here at all. I just looked at both knights. There's nothing good at all. The only Oh my gosh. The only one that I haven't mentioned yet is g4, but I mean, I guess it attacks. I could attack the rook the next move, and then they just move the rook up one, and it doesn't really do anything. So I guess I'll do it because it's a lot better position, but it's not really that great. I would have much rather moved the rook. That's a lot better. I mean, of course, I wanted to go to e4, but I know that they'll just take the knight and with their knight, and then I I know, and I saw that after the fact. I'm just saying, what's wrong with saving the rook? If they take the knight, I could take with the pawn, and yeah, it kind of opened. Well, yeah, but that was dumb. You're only assuming he would do that because he's a low-rated player, but that's normally. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Gosh. Yeah, I guess so.
Like, obviously, you have to.
I hope so. Maybe I should just hopefully. I guess that's good. I don't know. I really felt like, you know, I don't know, like that's nice, but if I were them, I would have just taken the rook because they would have lost the rook either way, you know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I okay. Probably should just do that. Um okay. Man, I wish my pieces were more out though. This is kind of scary. I don't know. Whatever. But I'm that's this is probably need to let my queen out to get another piece in the action, or the rook could go back and defend now that the bishop is gone. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have done that, honestly. Okay. Hmm. Oh man. Let's see. Man, if I move that one up, that doesn't work very well. The queen can't. I mean, I guess I could go queen e. It'll work in the long run. I might lose a pawn, and then I can move the rook, and then I can move the queen there and not lose everything at least. Goodness. I don't really want to move it up too, because then I'm just opening the file halfway for the rook, and that's the same file the queen is on, so that's dangerous. Alright, I pretty much expected that. And now the rook has to move because the queen can't defend it. And then, unfortunately, this is just bad. I should probably resign here, because once the rook moves, then they take g6 and it's check. Okay. Well, there's only one king move. That's actually probably a good idea. You're right, I think. It looks scary, but you're probably right. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can have a draw by repetition. That would be nice. Kind of. I should have castled, because he said king, but oh well. That would be nice. Yeah, they are quite a bit higher rated, but like I said, I should be way higher rated. I just went way lower than normal. Man. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I don't care. Well, my queen is defended by the knight, so even if they took my queen, it would be okay. But if I take theirs, I'm just letting their knight come in, so I really don't think I want to take their queen, probably. I could move it over if we don't want to trade, but I'm just not interested in taking theirs, probably. Of course, my bishop isn't out yet either. That could be nice. What? Oh yeah. Well, it's really just. Oh, yep. You're right. I thought so. It is funny because a lot of times I'm only having one available move, so I kind of can't mess up that much anymore for a while. But it's really hard to do this because I tried to play with another guy and we lost both games. We did one on my account and one on his account, and we lost both of them. It'll take a lot of practice before we actually do it well, probably. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, they kind of did it both ways in PogChamps. They had the master and the amateur be the hand and the brain. So I've seen both. Yeah, I don't really like taking that pawn because that just. But if they take, then we could take with the e pawn, and that opens the queen. As long as, but if they put the rook behind it, then that's kind of scary. Um, yeah, I'd rather not have the deep. But yeah, yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's the only one I have left, so that's easy. Just give me only moves. I guess it's really easy. I don't have to think about it. That's true. I guess I forgot that we only had. I guess I don't really care that much, to be honest. I mean, again, I'm so bad that I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Oh, what? Shoot. Okay, I thought they'd gone already. Okay, it hurt. Oh, interesting. So they're just making that diagonal worthless to me. I see. Um, if that rook ever moves, that pawn is hanging. That's kind of nice. Maybe. Wow. Wow, there's like not much to do here. Maybe king up would be interesting because then it defends the pawns and the rook is more free to go elsewhere since they don't have other pieces in my area. Although, if they capture that pawn and I capture and steps and the king starts getting exposed fairly quickly. That's probably a really bad idea. I was just trying to think about things. Um, that would be hard. That Oh, C knight. Yeah, yeah. You kind of already told me, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, the kind of honestly, as much as I'd love to do an attack on the queen side, it's like, what are the chances? You know, I feel like I'm defending more than anything. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. I wish the bishop was out of there though, kind of, so that their pawn was hanging back there once the queen moves. Yeah, no, but then we could. But if you did that, then we could take the a2 pawn with the rook. No, because the knight. Remember, if you said he takes both pawns, so that means takes with bishop, then takes with knight. So the knight wouldn't be there anymore. All right, what are we? What? Okay. Yeah, yeah. I didn't think that was gonna work anyway. Um, this could still be interesting uh, if he captures and we recapture with the knight. That could still be good, and that also opens the diagonal. Although I don't know, because that diagonal's pretty blocked off at the moment, so it may not matter. Huh. Interesting. I was just trying to see if there is a way to maneuver the knight to a better position, but if we ever want to push the pawn and use it to capture there, it's on a better square. Well, not necessarily. It's not defending more, but it is closer to their king. Um, I guess. Oh my gosh. I don't. Ugh, that's tough though. Well, I. I. Yeah. I feel like I moved. I have to be pretty quick because we're already down a decent amount of time. If I had moved to E7, there's nowhere for it to go. Unless I could have gone to C. I Yeah, I guess. Right, but the whole point is to move it to um, C4, and if they want to stop that, they're going to have to mess up their king position even more, and maybe even let me capture the A pawn, and and let me see. I'm just looking so I can see what's going on here. Um, okay, so they could just come down and take the pawn on C7. Okay, that's. It's too bad we don't have a dark square bishop. But the cool thing is, my queen can potentially go back to the dark squares, and we can do something with that eventually. Hmm. Yeah. 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 Well, I feel like he could push h5, and even if I take, it opens the file for the rook, but I can't even take because the bishop is back there. Now his rook is sort of held up, but if the h5 pawn, if his h pawn is gone, all he has to do is move the knight, and then that file's open for the rook. So it could get dangerous pretty easily. The good news is the queen is kind of preventing his knight from moving away, at least taking away one square. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so the bishop is out now, so that's creates a weakness for him down there. It's potentially down the road. Obviously, I don't want to move the g pawn if I don't have to. Hmm. Let's see. I wonder if I should control some dark squares or not. Hmm. Queen. Pawn. Oh my gosh, that's kind of scary. We don't have that. Oh, shoot. I kind of I kind of forgot about. I wasn't thinking about the bishop, but the problem is we're so low on time already that I'm trying to just be really fast. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. I technically shouldn't have done that, I guess. But yeah. Oh, there he goes. Wow. Oh my gosh. I hate this position. I was thinking about like pawn pushing and attacking the queen. Like I don't know if that ever works, but it would be cool if it did. Oh man. If they take and we take with the G pawn, I still like that. Yeah. Oh my. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Okay. What? That can't be right. That's me. Man. None of them are. Oh. That's not very good. None of these are good. Wow. Well, I wasn't sure, but I feel like this can't really hurt. Well, I like it. I kind of like one because it allows my queen to get out, and it also, I like leaving. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I guess I was thinking of the idea of the rook being able to move at some point, and if the rook ever moved, the c7 pawn would be hanging. So that's, and two of the pawns are preventing their knight from coming in. So that's why I did it that way. Yeah, we should have these discussions after we move instead of before, probably because um, to save a little bit of time. Okay. Um, okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, that might just. If they take, I could take with queen, and if they take, then I take, and I know, but like we're down so much, like it doesn't matter at this point. If they take, and I take with pawn, I could do that too. Jeez. I guess I'm just not thinking very well tonight. I just figured that completely opens my king. I kind of like the idea. For one thing, I was thinking my. Oh, sorry. I thought. Okay. I thought we didn't want to trade. I was really like we don't need to trade queens yet necessarily, but I guess we can. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there are those double. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Uh, okay. Jeez. Really? Dang it. I didn't really. I wasn't sure if that's actually helpful or not. I mean, maybe. Yeah, that's good. Man. Yeah, this is really hard. Okay. See that? Interesting. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I probably don't really want to. Oh, I forgot I had another rook. Dang, I should. Wow. Duh. I almost forgot. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I totally lost the mouse. I didn't want to take nearly that long to move. Um. Oh, duh. Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah, I see that now. I'm so low on time that I'm not really thinking about my moves very much. But I totally see that now. You're right. I mean, I was thinking of B8, but it's like, how am I going to get an attack going? And I didn't want to go E8 because I didn't want to do a trade, so it was just hard to think. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably just over now, pretty much. At least now the knight can't put me in check very easily because the two of its moves are just diagonal from the king, so that's actually a pretty good spot for the king at the moment. Yeah, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna lose on time anyway. Huh. Oh, there they go. Okay, I see that. Oh, oh man, if the knight wasn't there, that would be amazing. That's almost really good for us. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that doesn't. Jeez. Is there any. Oh man, I really wanted to do that, but I really can't. This probably won't even matter. Oh, shoot. I don't want to take that pawn anyway, actually. Because if I did, all they have to do is move the knight, and my bishop would be pinned to the king, so that doesn't even really help. I thought about moving it all the way back. That's not a good move. It looks good, but it's not. There, it's pinned. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Okay, but if I take it now, then they just take it with the rook. Then I take the knight. So we're doing that then, right? Oh my gosh. See, that's insane. We gotta move first and discuss later because it's too. We can't. Yeah, That's pretty bad. I have to. It has to be king though. And the other because the knight is attacking, and this is the best one because if they take with the rook or if they take my rook, either way, that defends both, and the king could recapture. Yeah, that's true, but I was. Yeah, but if. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Dang, this is. I'm just. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's way too late now. I mean, I guess it. Oh, yeah, right. I had to take with the bishop anyway. That. I know, I'm just doing it all wrong. Partly because I'm down on time and I don't know, whatever. Partly because it's just not been a good day anyway. Whatever. I don't really care. Yeah, probably. I streamed a lot this afternoon and then got back on this evening and I try to do that, but if I play for a bunch of hours a day, it's easy to. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, it was. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Well, that's part of the problem. I know, that's. Yeah, well, for the very beginning, it should be okay because there are different openings, so you could just do different ones. But look at that. Isn't this weird? It's saying that one blunder and one mistake. Like I don't think we played that well. It's oh, I have it on full. Oh, right. Sorry, I can't actually, unfortunately, because I have it set to be at half because that's the way that it shows up. When we play a game, it has to be that way. And it doesn't let me resize in OBS during the stream, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I can't. Um, oh, oh, different scenes. Oh yeah, I might just add. Yeah, I haven't really used other scenes so far. I probably should. That would probably be better. Yeah, but right. Is it possible? Is it possible to transfer things from one scene to the other? Because I tried to do that once and it didn't work. But if I have to totally start from scratch and make a brand new scene, that could be pretty challenging. Like if I could drag them from one to another. Yeah, and I could find that really hard because like I think I can figure out where I got everything. Like, I even have one called emotes, and I don't even remember what that is. I should probably delete that. I don't even know what it is because I don't even have emotes yet. But I guess I don't have uh, that many that I'm working with yet. So yeah, I might have to just create a brand new one. But you're probably right. I probably should do that, so that I can, do a bit of everything. But yeah, I don't really like the chess.com and what? Yeah, yeah, yep. I definitely do want to do Be Right Back and have that sometime. And then as far as the other ones, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, you're probably right. I should probably just make a brand new one just for analysis and stuff, so that we can have that. Because yeah, it would be good to include that as well sometimes. Gosh, wow. Well, it would be kind of cool to keep going, but I probably should go because yeah, it is a little tiring, and I am planning to stream tomorrow afternoon and evening also. But I don't know if I should play anymore today or not. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've never used one. I don't have one or anything. It's like maybe someday I could get one. But the other thing is, it's easy for me to do as little as possible. The main reason I have half screen is because I'm using a laptop, so I have the chat on half the screen and I have the board on the other half. So that's another reason I haven't really, that's the reason I don't show absolutely everything because it's only half screen that I'm using it for. So it's literally on my dining room table. Like it would be hard for me to set up. Yeah, exactly. It would be hard to set up all the stuff and do it really well. So it would be nice to improve and be able to do that, maybe, but I don't know. Like, yeah, on a laptop, I don't know how well that would work. I have a desktop computer, but it's like on a dresser, and there's not room for anything else, literally, and it's just not, it wouldn't work very well. Right, and yeah, and the other thing is, with my vision, like the fact that my peripheral is so limited, like I couldn't really do that. It would be really weird or hard for me to look from screen to screen constantly, trying to keep track of everything. So I think it's just not very feasible for me to do it that way. And I actually heard, I was watching the videos that they were talking about different Twitch tips and like, different things. And one person's like, I kind of wish I hadn't used a face cam because now I feel like I have to and people know my face and I just have to do it that from now on and they expect that. So it kind of makes me wish I hadn't. And it's just, so for me, I just kind of like the fact that I don't have to worry about that. Like maybe someday I will, but it's kind of nice that like, it's okay because people don't know me as the streamer that does it with one anyway. So but once I switch to one, I'll feel like I have to use it all the time or most of the time probably. So but yeah, maybe someday. But to be honest, I'm surprised at how well it's been going. I've only been doing it consistently for like a month and a half, and I feel like the last week in particular has just been really strong and just growing really fast. I mean, Friday, Saturday combined, I got 7 followers um, last weekend, and then pretty consistently, I feel like I'm getting 1 or 2 followers a day. So it's not super fast, but it's a lot faster than my old channel. I tried a previous channel, but I wasn't consistent enough, and this one's going really well for how little I've been doing it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really excited about that too. I've never used it before, but I just thought, just good to have another thing. And just to let you know, and I probably mentioned to other people a little bit, not much, but my brother's a professional disc golfer, and in the YouTube section, we actually posted a link to his channel. So I don't know if you're into that at all, but it's just another part of my life. I don't play that much. Disc golf. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well that's totally fine. I just want people to know in case it is something they're into. Um, I just thought, I like the idea. The Discord is very much chess focused, but I also want to appeal to other people who have other interests as well. So it's in there. Yeah, well, we just set it up last week, so it's brand new. I still know very little about it. I have one or two guys that have helped me set it up. I know very little. Yep. Cool. Thanks. All right. Have a good night. All right.